Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is another episode of Sports Picks with Big Zay. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all my MLB slate for Friday, August 19th, 2022. And boy, yesterday was not a good day. Out of every video I posted, I've done posted over 20 videos. I think yesterday was my first official losing day. I think Vegas hit everybody hard yesterday. And that's how this gambling stuff works. You can hit 5-6 days in a row. I was on a hot streak there going, but you always have that one day, but it's all about how you bounce back. You got to stay positive, so we're just going to get right into it. The first game, we got the Brewers at the Cubs. We got Aaron Ashby going up against Keegan Thompson. And, with these two starters on the mound, I do like both of these pitches. And the only thing about it is Cubs just simply don't hit left-handed pitching in the last 30 days like they did at the beginning of the season. I think the Brewers do have the edge here, considering that they did split that series with the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers is a way better team than the Cubs. And Aaron Ashby, he don't been up against his Cubs a couple times, and both times he's pitched really well against his Cubs team. He got 7 innings played with 8 hits, 2 earned runs, and only 1 home run. And, OPS in the last 30 days, the Brewers at .813, versus the Cubs hitting lefties at .658. I'm going to take the Brewers on the money line. I think that's the best line and the best bet for this game. Next game, we got the Red Sox at the Orioles. We got Cutter Crawford going up against Jordan Lyles. And, last time Cutter Crawford pitched in the game where the Red Sox faced the Orioles, the Red Sox did lose 9-5. And he only pitched 1 inning in that game. He was one of the relievers. So, it really didn't give me enough information to justify whether or not he was going to pitch pretty good in this game. But you see Jordan Lyles, on the other hand, he's done went up against his Red Sox a few times. He's got 10 innings played against his Red Sox team with 16 hits and 4 earned runs. I just feel like 16 hits and 4 earned runs, that's a lot of hits to only have 4 earned runs. Sooner or later, the hits is going to get to Jordan Lyles. He does give up a lot of hits. And Cutter Crawford, I think Orioles can get to Cutter Crawford early. Both these offenses has been shut out in the last game. I think the best bet is the over 8. We see the over and under at 9. But I'm going to just do an alternate run line and do over 8 for this game. Next game, we got the Reds at the Pirates. We got Graham Ashcraft going up against Bryce Wilson. And, in this game, I just feel like, Graham Ashcraft is a pitcher that at the beginning of the season, he was pitching lights out. His first 4 or 5 games really surprised me. But, he's been a pitcher that has gave up earned runs late. And going up against Bryce Wilson, when the last time Bryce Wilson went against his Reds lineup, the Pirates did lose 5-1. He had 6 innings played. He gave up 7 hits and only 1 earned run. He did pitch pretty good in that game. And, the Pirates did not get the win in that game. They lost 5-1, even though he pitched outstanding. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot. I'm going to go ahead and take the Reds on a money line here again. I think the Reds can get to Bryce Wilson and OPS in the last 30 days. The Reds are hitting right-hand pitching a lot better than the Pirates. And I think the Reds got a better lineup offensively. And the Pirates did blow out the Red Sox last game, but the Reds, I feel like the Reds is just going to be the better team in this game. I'm going to take the Reds on the money line. Next game, we got the Mets at the Phillies. We got Chris Bassett going up against Aaron Nola. And, boy, the thing about Chris Bassett is he done pitched 20 innings played. He got 20 innings played this month with 18 hits and 0 earned runs. He has not gave up an earned run yet, But, the thing about it, this is his 4th time going up against the Phillies. He got 16 innings played against the Phillies. He gave up 11 hits, just 2 earned runs and 1 home run, and 16 innings played. And that's kind of like when we was talking about Max Scherzer going up against that Braves team, when that Braves lineup just didn't have nothing for him. And we're seeing this here where the Phillies lineup just got nothing. They got nothing for Chris Bassett. They haven't answered anything he's thrown at him. And you see Aaron Nola, this is the 5th time he's playing the Mets. And he got 24 innings played to this Mets team with 17 hits, 8 earned runs, and 3 home runs. And, even though he got 8 innings more played than Chris Bassett, we have seen the Mets team get to Nola in a few games. I'm going to take the Mets plus 1.5, and I'm going to lean toward the Mets on the money line on the plus money. That's a plus money play you guys can take. But my official line for this game, the best bet I think in this game, is the Mets plus 1.5. Next game, we got the Blue Jays at the Yankees. We got Kevin Gausman going up against Jameson Taillon. And, The thing is, man, the Yankees just been crumbling and falling lately. We did have them on that win when they hit that grand slam against the Rays, but yesterday we didn't have neither. We had the under 9, and I think the over. I think it went over. It was exactly 9 runs in that game. So with Kevin Gausman and Jameson Talon on the mound, I just got to go with Blue Jays plus 1.5. Gausman got way more strikeouts than Talon, and I just think he's been playing better baseball as of late. And the Blue Jays are just hitting right-hand pitching better than the Yankees. I think the Blue Jays might have caught fire before the Yankees. I'm going to take the Blue Jays on a plus 1.5. Until I see the Yankees show me otherwise, they got to get their offense back rolling. And once they get their offense back rolling, I might start taking the Yankees again. But right now, they're officially in a slump. I got to take the Blue Jays plus 1.5. Next game, we got the Angels at the Tigers. We got Patrick Sandoval going up against Matt Manning. And, OPS in the last 30 days between right-hand and left-hand pitchers, there really ain't no difference. The Angels at .676 and the Tigers at .663. They're neck and neck as far as OPS. But I do like how the Tigers played against the Guardians in that last series. I do like how we had Tigers on a plus 180, a couple plus money plays cash going against the Guardians team that got a way better lineup than the Angels. And the Tigers do hit left-handed pitching better than they do right-hand pitching. The Angels have hit right-hand pitching better as of late. I'm going to take the Tigers plus 1.5, and I lean toward the over in the game. But my best bet for that game is the Tigers at plus 1.5. Next game, we got the White Sox at the Guardians. We got Lance Lynn going up against Tristan McKenzie. And, Lance Lynn, there's, he got a high ERA. He got high 5 ERA, and there's just some games he just pitches tremendous baseball, and in some games it's like, where did Lance Lynn even go? And you got Tristan McKenzie on the other side, and I think Tristan McKenzie has been a far better pitcher this year. I think he's a better home pitcher. Tristan McKenzie got 9 innings played against his White Sox team. He's gave up 5 hits and only 2 earned runs in 9 innings, whereas the Lance Lynn, he's done pitched 10 innings played against his Guardians team. He's gave up 12 hits and 8 earned runs. OPS in the last 30 days against right-hand pitching, the White Sox got just a little bit better on the OPS at .736 compared to the Guardians at .722. But, the White Sox in the last 30 days was hitting right-hand pitching better than the Astros. And you see how the Astros just completely obliterated them boys yesterday, and that was a big loss for us. We had White Sox plus 1.5. It was getting bad. Ugly. It was getting bad ugly. I thought White Sox was, catching a little fire there, but, losing against the Astros, by a margin like that, I just simply cannot take them in this spot. I'm going to take the Guardians on the money line, and that's going to be my best bet in that game. Next game, we got the Royals at the Rays. We got Brady Singer going up against Shane McClanahan. And, in this one, they got the over and under at 6.5. I'm going to take the under 7. I'm going to do an alternate run line and do under 7. You see, last time Shane McClanahan was on the mound against the Orioles, the over and under was 6.5. And the Rays offense did back Shane McClanahan up, but it went for the over. They won 8-2. And the line is still 6.5 in this spot with him on the mound. And that was really surprising to see this line so low. But, last time Brady Singer went up against his Rays lineup, he had 6 innings played. He only gave up 3 hits and 1 earned run. When the Royals do hit lefties better than they hit righties. So if Royals cash to plus 1.5, it would not surprise me. But I think the best bet, the best line in this game is under 7. Next game, we got the Astros at the Braves. We got Lance McCullers going up against Kyle Wright. And in this one, I'm going to take the Braves on the money line. McCullers Jr. hasn't pitched in a long time. And, he did pitch lights out against the Athletics, but, that was against the Athletics. I got to see a little bit more from him in order for me to determine if he can go up against the line, against a lineup like the Braves, one of the best lineups in baseball. And Kyle Wright been pitching all season. He's a strong right-handed pitcher in this league, and even though the Astros blew out the White Sox, a lot of people might ride the Astros today because of that, and the Braves is just a really good home team, So I'm gonna take a shot, take the Braves on the money line. Next game, we got the Rangers at the Twins. We got Martin Perez going up against Dylan Bundy, and man, I don't know why this total was so low. We got the total at over and under 8. I'm going to do an alternate run line and just do over 7. We still get a really good price on the over 7. Twins hit lefties better than they do hit righties. And, Martin Perez is a guy that, I think he's overdue for a bad game. These past few times he's been pitching lights out, pitching really good. But, there's times when he's winning against teams that hit left-hand pitching pretty good early in the season, like the White Sox and the Twins. In the Blue Jays, he's done gave up a lot of earned runs. So I think the best bet, the best line in this game, the Rangers and Twins, I'm gonna take the over 7. I really don't trust Dylan Bundy in this spot going against the Rangers neither. I think the Rangers can get the Dylan Bundy. I think the Twins can get the Martin Perez. I'm gonna take the over 7 in this game. Next game, we got the Giants at the Rockies. We got Alex Wood going up against Jose Urena. And Alex Wood as a left-hand pitcher, if this was toward the beginning of the season, I probably would take the Rockies, considering that Rockies was one of the better teams, if not the best team against lefties at one point in baseball. But they have just completely dropped OPS in the last 30 days at .672. You see when they went up against a few of them Cardinals lefties, they just did not have an answer. And, they're going up against Alex Wood, who's 3-0 against this Rockies team. And even though the Giants has been hitting the ball sloppy and pitching real sloppy, that was against a really good Diamondbacks lineup. And I just think the right-hand pitching in the Diamondbacks is way better than the right-hand pitching for the Rockies. You got Zach Gallen and a couple of them right-handers for, Zach Davies. I just feel like the Diamondbacks right-hand pitching is way better than the Rockies. I'm going to take the Giants on the money line. Jose Urena's on a 5-game losing streak. And until the Rockies show me otherwise, I just got to keep backing them. I'm going to go ahead and take the Giants on the money line. Next game, we got the Mariners at the Athletics. We got Marco Gonzalez going up against Cole Irvin. And, one thing about Cole Irvin, I just don't think they give him respect where respect is due. Cole Irvin is one of the best left-handed pitchers in this league, with his ERA being that low, considering the team that he plays on, that one of the worst offensive teams in baseball. I'm going to go with the Athletics plus 1.5. This is the 4th time the Athletics have played Marco Gonzalez. And Marco Gonzalez pitched against his Athletics team, and one time he gave up 2 earned runs, the other time he gave up 3, and the other time he gave up 5. So he's done gave up some earned runs to this Athletics team, who's been just doing really well at home. And I feel like a lot of people might take the Mariners in the spot, but, we don't see him as, like, really big-time favorites. I'm going to take the Athletics plus 1.5. Next game, we got the Cardinals at the Diamondbacks. We got Miles Mikolas going up against Tommy Henry. And, in this game, I got to take the Cardinals on the money line, and I'm going to lean toward the over. Miles Mikolas, the Diamondbacks might get to him, but I feel like they're not going to get to him like the Cardinals are going to get to Tommy Henry. Cardinals is #1 team against left-hand pitchers right now. OPS the last 30 days, they're #1 against left-handed pitching. The Cardinals is probably one of the hottest teams in baseball. They just came off a 13-0 win against the Rockies. And it was a blowout win, but it wasn't like, 21-something blowout like the Astros. When a team just has an offensive display like that, I'm not sure if they can back it up the next day and have another offensive display just as great as that. But, 13 runs, I could see the Cardinals putting up 5, maybe 6 runs here. And I think that'll be enough to get the win. I see the Cardinals winning like 6-4, 6-3. I'm going to take the Cardinals on the money line. Next game, we got Nationals at the Padres. We got Paola Espino going up against Blake Snell. And I just think Blake Snell is the way better pitcher on the mound. Even though Nationals OPS in the last 30 days have hit left-handed pitching better than right-handed pitching, Paolo Espino got 81 innings played with 16 home runs and only 61 Ks in 81 innings. That's not going to cut it against a Padres team that's one of the better lineups in this league. The Padres and Nationals was a really low-scoring game last time. I think the Padres offense starts blasting off in this game. I'm going to take the Padres at -1.5, and that's going to be my best bet in this game. Next game, we got the Marlins at the Dodgers. We got Jesus Luzardo going up against Tyler Anderson, and I think Jesus Luzardo's in a bad spot here. We see the Dodgers coming off a bad Brewers, a bad loss to the Brewers. The Dodgers really let one guy beat him in McCutchen. McCutchen had a two home run with and it was 3 runs scored off that home run. Off both home runs. And Dodgers lost 5-3. So without them 2 home runs, Dodgers win 3-2. They came off a tough loss against the Brewers. And this Marlins team simply do not hit left-hand pitching. They're the worst. OPS in the last 30 days are the worst against left-handed pitchers. Tyler Anderson is one of the better left-handed pitchers in this league. And Jesus Luzardo, the Dodgers is top 10 against left-handed pitching. So I'm gonna take the Dodgers on -1.5. That's one of my favorite bets. Actually, at the whole day is the Dodgers 1.5. And I'm going to take the Padres 1.5 and Dodgers 1.5 in these games. And, I might parlay it today. I'm thinking about put a little $100, take the Padres 1.5 and the Dodgers 1.5. Those are some of my best games today. But looking overall, I really like this slate today. I'm looking to bounce back after yesterday, dog, because, man, yesterday killed everybody. This has been Sports Picks with Big Zay. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all see the subscribers going up. Y'all see the views going up. Y'all see that I've been on a hot streak, even though yesterday wasn't my best day by far. It was really a horrible day. I had a lot of guys call me. A lot of my homies text me, said they had bad days too. I think Vegas just hit everybody yesterday. But, boy, we coming back like Muhammad Ali. You hear me? I'm about to hit him with that Tyson punch today. I want to knock Vegas out today. I want to take them for everything out their pockets. Cha-ching, cha-ching. I need it all, baby. Hey, I hope everybody hits today. Drop your picks in the comments. Keep liking these videos, y'all. Keep subscribing. Y'all don't understand how much that means to me from the bottom of my heart. I always try to win more games than I lose, for real. And, I don't really put no BS on these videos. These same picks that I give y'all, I bet too. I go over the picks myself, and I come up with my own parlays. I gamble as well. And, so, we all family in the gambling world. Remember that. This has been Sports Picks with Big Zay. Hey, we going to tear up Vegas today, baby. Hey, y'all have a good day. I'm out.